Yo guys, what's going on? So today I'm going to be talking about Cardconomist, opossumbud, Rev, the drama. Everyone knows about it. So yeah, let's just go right into it. So if you guys don't know, PokeRev made a top 10 air video and the Cardconomist was featured in two of the clips. He didn't get credit for it, and yeah, Rev just didn't credit him straight up in the beginning. There was no mention of his name anywhere. The Cardconomist wanted his name on the video considering he was in two of the clips and it was his content, and Rev was just reacting to it. And yeah, so he got mad. He started making videos about it, as you can see here. Rev did give him credit after he mentioned it. It wasn't enough for the Cardconomist, so then he started making more videos, and opossumbud made videos, and the whole community's in on it now. So let me get three things out of the way first, or two actually. So two elephants in the room is reaction content sucks. By the way, before I get too much into this, I'm not on anyone's side, but I just want to kind of state some obvious things that I know. You know, if Rev wasn't the one in this position, if it was like some other channel, I feel like people wouldn't defend him as much. So I'm just gonna give my opinion straight up. I hate reaction content. I own a pretty big social media account, a few of them outside of the Pokemon niche, and I know that for getting clips from other people you have to get written approval on the platform that I'm on, and reaction content's super popular on these platforms. I personally don't do it, but I do a form of reposting but editing it, and I know that it's the easiest way to grow. So I'm not creating completely original content, but I am putting in a lot of editing into it, so it's not just like my face opening my mouth and then screaming when I see a big pull if I was in the Pokemon niche on these accounts. So yeah, I don't like reaction content. I think it's dumb. I think it's easy for big creators to just capitalize off of. So I think there is an argument where the Cardconomist could be right, and that he should give a little more credit for how easy Rev is profiting off of this view-wise. I don't know how much money he's making off of it. The second one is, let's be real here, nobody checks the description of videos. I, for one, would never do that. I think if someone sees their name on the video, they might be more inclined, and that's what Watch Mojo did. So I think that's why Cardconomist isn't getting mad at Watch Mojo, because he just wants to be credited for his content the right way. Rev doesn't do much reaction content, so he's not as well versed. I don't think his team is familiar either. But yeah, so just to give you guys a timeline, number one, Rev should have approached this better. He should have requested approval for this content so he didn't run into this issue. Whether you like it or not, you know, I think it's a little overboard to give a copyright strike for it. I think Cardconomist is going a little overboard with it, personally. You know, but it's his choice again. You know, it's his content. You know, I don't have the right to speak for him. But if you want to go through it smooth and please all parties, then you should request approval beforehand, figure out how they want to be credited, what they can use, what you're going to post. Just have some communication before. But it's too late for that now. So moving on to point two. Cardconomist and Rev should have communicated behind closed doors, not post videos. So this is mainly at Cardconomist. I know how his stream operates. I've watched him a decent amount, and I know he does these walking streams, so I know this isn't out of the ordinary for him. But I don't think he should have made so many videos headlining it. I think that blew it out of the waters a little bit. I think you could have easily worked things out with Rev without making videos. Apparently he was ignoring his emails. I don't know how true that is, all speculation, but you know, I think if they both looked at the guidelines together, maybe Cardconomist shows him where he's wrong, then he could be like, oh, Cardconomist can be like, oh, I could strike you for this reason, and then Rev would be like, oh, you're right, and then take the video down, re-upload it with proper credit, do whatever you want. You know, that's up to them. But again, that's out of the way too. So moving on to point three, drama goes back and forth. opossumbud uploads two videos. You know, this dude does I made a comment on his video. He does drama content. I like his content for the most part. The only thing I think he could improve on to, maintain a respectable image is to just not take so many personal jabs at people. I think you can get away with that for so long, but like it gets to a point where, sometimes is it just you trying to stir the pot up? Maybe it is. That's up to him, but I think that's the only area where he went wrong. And I think that's what kind of blew it out of the waters a little bit, because it was, somewhat aggressive content in the beginning. The second video I liked much more than the first one. But yeah, so opossumbud and TheCardconomist were the only two making videos on this. Rev never made a video. He just made a public comment on opossumbud's video. So I kind of looped the three of them into this. And yeah, I think going back to my first 2 points is the only way to resolve this. I think after that, what opossumbud did is just talking about the situation, which everyone else would. I'm doing it. So yeah, can't change what happened. That's how I think it should have gone between them. And yeah, that's my opinion on everything. I think everyone's a little bit in the wrong. I think it's just a lot of drama. Like that all came up at once, so nobody had time to really think things through. But again, I know he would have changed. I assume he would have worked with the Cardconomist if he would have, brought it up and they sorted things out then. But yeah, that's my opinion on everything. Let me know in the comments, and peace out.